It's time for the Lavish Biker Podcast, powered by Lavish T. Williams. It's the dopest, realest podcast in the nation. We talk about everything biker related with no filter. This show ain't for the weak, insecure suckers in their feelings. This show is for the real ones. Thank you and everyone for tuning in, and make sure to add, like, follow, and subscribe at Lavish T. Williams on all social and streaming platforms. And now, let's get into the Lavish Biker Podcast with your hosts, Lavish T. Williams and Pedro.
Yo, what up, everybody?
Yo, we up in here.
Yeah, we back, man. Did y'all miss us? We've been gone for a minute, but we ain't never gone too long. Yeah. Hey, listen up. So today, this is long overdue because we haven't had our regular podcast. I mean, we did one 2 weeks ago, but the month of September, we really didn't go through there like we normally do. And that's because, you know, we just been busy. A lot of bike activities, the weather didn't permit us to be inside when everything was going on outside. So, yeah, we're going to recap September leading up to the day, man. And we got some stuff we want to, you know, talk about. Yeah, but we want to thank everybody that came out to the Kingz and Queenz of Harley and also the Boogie Down Anniversary party.
We never got a chance to thank you.
Yeah, we never got a chance to talk about it. You know we was coming back for it. So today is the show that we actually we're gonna talk about it because again, every other week the weather has been great. It's been nice out, and we've been outside. We've been on them bikes. We've been riding, and you know today is wet. It's raining. And it's Wednesday, Lavish Bike Night, and we back on Wednesdays doing the podcast. So we definitely going to get into it. We definitely going to talk about it. Again, like I said, thank everybody that came out to our anniversary parties. That was on September. What was that, the 3rd? What was the date?
10th.
The 10th? Okay.
Yes.
3rd was Labor Day. Okay, on the 10th, September 10th, that weekend.
September 10th weekend.
Yeah, the Kingz, they had their anniversary party over here on Gratiot at their clubhouse. Boogie Down had their anniversary party over on Harper at their clubhouse.
Right around the corner. It was a beautiful situation.
Right. All weekend, it was something to do. We had people from out of town. Out of towners came. And when I say out of towners, I'm speaking on Ohio. Anybody else? Did Chicago or Illinois come?
I can't remember.
I can't remember. But anyway, the focus. And we got to talk about it. The focus of our anniversary party and what we brung to you guys. And what's going to make our podcast so 100 is that we're going to talk about issues and we're going to talk about problems. And we're going to talk about the good and the bad. Because if you guys are watching us and you tune in to our podcast, you don't want to hear one side of everything. You don't want to hear about the good of everything. You want to hear about the truth, the ups and the downs, the good and the bad. You want to be 100, realistic. You want to talk about the things that's really going on. Facts. So, and this is a Detroit thing because all of the bikers in Detroit, we all speak on the same thing. We all talk about the same thing. Year after year after year after year, we talk about it. And y'all know what I'm about to say. Y'all know what we talking about. We are talking about out-of-town support. That's what we talking about. We got to put it out there, and we got to talk about it. We got to use this platform.
When we go everywhere, this is all everybody talk about.
Correct. They talk about it. And they looking at us because we on the media side of things. So when we talk about out of town and out of town support, I want to speak on Detroit showing up everywhere. Different clubs at that. So it's not like it's one particular Detroit club that's going somewhere. Many different clubs. We going out of town. We showing up in these cities. Far, close, near and dear.
It don't matter.
And when we get there, they don't say Boogie Down was there. They don't say the Kingz was there. They don't say Next Level was there. They don't say whatever club was there. They say Detroit.
Yeah, they do.
Detroit, yeah, man. Detroit, they came through. So the problem that we having is, why is it that Detroit, the city, all these different independent riders, all these different clubs, all of these social clubs, we go out of town in large numbers. Large numbers. I feel like Detroit helped make their party look good. No particular club per se,
Right.
but as a whole.
It has been.
Yeah. You don't see certain clubs, rags, in Michigan, in Detroit. I've never seen certain clubs in Detroit, but I've seen Detroit at certain clubs outside of Detroit. As y'all know, me and Pedro, man, we talked about it. We brung him on the show. We talked about him. And this, I don't want this to be as if we calling them out, but we calling out facts. We calling out facts. We hear from the people in the city. Some whisper it. Some talk about it out loudly. However it go, it gets back to me and Pedro. Because they heard it from me and Pedro,
right.
but
So
not only did they hear it, they put us in a situation because they looking, okay, cool.
Y'all stood on it.
Right.
Y'all co-signed it.
And some people told us not to get our hopes up.
Yeah, they did.
They said it's not going to happen. They say that all the time. We will see. We not going to hold our breath.
They lying.
Make sure they don't cancel out all the rooms after they get them and nobody else can get rooms. So it's not, and it's not just us at that point.
Right.
Because the people who have shared this information to me are not all from Michigan. It has been people from other cities that have experienced the same thing when we talk about support coming to their city, their town, to their club. I want to get them on the phone. That's what I want to do.
Let's get them.
I want to get them on the phone. We'll have to plug up this line and see if I can get them on the phone. But for those that are waiting, for those that are wondering, it's no bad blood when I say it.
Yeah,
it's just facts. I'm just reporting the news. Pound for pound, where you at? Pound for pound stated they coming to Detroit. Detroit. We coming to Detroit. Let us know what y'all got going on. We got to come to Detroit. Right or wrong, Pedro?
You're absolutely correct.
So when our anniversary party came, and it was a 2-for-1 when you look at it.
It was.
Because they communicate and they deal with me and Pedro. And that same weekend, my club, Pedro club, both had an anniversary party.
And
Two.
set it up as such to rotate so it can be.
Back and forth.
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful weekend.
We didn't see them here.
Sure.
No one contacted Lavish.
brother contacted me. Though.
But they contacted Pedro.
They contacted me.
I want to leave it there. And let Pedro take it from there, because I want to get him on the phone, because not only did the president say it in Memphis on video. They club was on the podcast, our podcast. They said on the phone, and they made Detroit believe that they were coming to Detroit.
You know somebody else did that too, though.
Speak on it.
Mystic Knights, but they showed up, though.
Mystic Knights came.
Showed up and showed out.
They sure did.
Shout out to Mystic Knights, y'all.
Mystic Knights, Cleveland.
Kirk, what's up?
They came. They supported. Cleveland
Hold on, though.
is in the house. They was in the building.
No, I don't need them.
We had some Rare Breed
Rare Breed, what up, Rare Breed?
that came down
What up, Rare Breed? To
as well.
My folks.
So
Ask them though. We red carpet them too.
everybody had a great time, and we show hospitality. We got 2 clubs both having an anniversary party with 2 clubs that both interacted with each other on the same night, bouncing from club to club. Come on now. Can't get no better than that.
Yeah.
Can't get no better than that.
Turn up was on 1,000 though.
Meet and greets at both clubs. Then we went over to another club that had a regular Friday night party. So it was activities to do that weekend. But the biggest disappointment was we were expecting Memphis to be in Detroit. They called Pedro, and he could take it from there. I want to go ahead and fix this phone, because I got to get one of them on the line. I got to. I need an explanation, not just me. We need an explanation on why. If anybody cares. Some people probably don't care. I care, because you gave me your word. You told me what you was going to do, and you did not follow through.
Well, the brother did text me though, and called me, told me they weren't gonna be able to make it, and that basically was it. You know, I still got love for him though. I ain't no love lost or nothing like that. Period. You know, and then the thing of it is I wouldn't say was it pressure? We being pressured, but the whole time they like every weekend that we miss, every podcast that we miss not really coming on to go into that particular topic. It's multitudes of people. Like, when y'all gonna what's up? They ain't forgot that shit though. The masses, you know what I mean? So
Speaking to the mic. That's what speaking to the mic.
I'm gonna have to move it closer. Let me see.
You might have to drop it down.
Let me see.
Lift it up.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, so the masses, you know, they ain't gonna let it ride, which I didn't think they would. And so they study asking us like, what's happening? Why y'all making excuses? And I don't have one. Wasn't no excuse, really. I mean, it probably was, but the brother called me, you know, they called me, told me they weren't gonna make it. And, you know, that was that.
Called you the morning of.
Yeah, it was the morning. Was it the morning of? Yeah. How you know?
The morning of. Because you know,
Right.
you just know.
Right. Yeah.
Let me, the morning of.
Yeah, I think I called you. call you.
Let me see here.
But that's what it was. But no love lost and nothing like that. I love them guys. Actually, so but maybe next year. Maybe next year. I mean, I'm lost for words, man. not basically on that, but because
please leave your message for.
Basically,
I'm trying to make a call.
Basically, the city. I'm gonna say the bike says city. Even though we in separate entities, in the city is this club, that club, this club, independent riders and stuff like that. What a lot of other cities probably don't do. When we in these different clubs and different entities, but when we get to a city, we usually, that's just how it been. We usually just is as one when we get to a town. Whether
please leave your
even though we with our particular club members or whatever.
I didn't get an answer.
Whatever, we usually as one when we get to a city. And so a lot of people, that ain't the first city. That ain't like this the first time that happened or nothing like that. That's usually how it be. But maybe people don't, too much drama up here or something, man. I don't know.
I mean, I can't say that.
No.
When I go out of town, and I'm speaking for me being in a club, it only takes one guy to represent that whole club.
That's true.
As many a times that I've been out of town.
It's just been you.
It's just been me.
Oh, yeah, me too.
And I represented my whole club just by one being there.
Right.
Just by one.
Bike, plane, train, automobile.
Get somebody here.
Right.
I want to see the colors in Michigan, in Detroit. And I know it's going to be too hard because everybody has great parties out of state. I don't take that away. And I don't even know if they'll miss Detroit because of their numbers.
Right.
But if we unionized our city in town and just, look, man, we like coming out there. But why are we coming out there if y'all ain't coming out here? Support go both ways.
Well, actually, that's been the whole topic of that's been the whole conversation with independents and other bike sets and stuff like that. That's why we're here today. From the pressure of that, people like, well, why is we going to these places, man, and we don't get no love back.
Right.
Why y'all keep pushing that? It's like looking at us like we the ringleaders and stuff like it. Why y'all keep pushing? Go support this and go support that. Why we going? But I think it comes in time.
I
mean,
feel
they ain't
like
built
this.
Rome overnight neither.
Every time we go out of town, it costs us money.
They do.
Some people work, they take off work. They're not making any money. They spending money.
Exactly.
They booking rooms. They spending money on fuel. It's their time. We're coming and we're supporting. Then when we get there, we're spending our money to come into your party, to engage in the festivities. We're helping your economy. We need to get that back as well. That's all. That's we need to get that back as well. We ain't riding an hour away. We going hours away to these different motorcycle events. I ain't never seen Kings of the South in Detroit.
I have.
I haven't.
I have though. Here, last year. Up here last year, at our anniversary last year. Shout out to Kingz of the South. They was here last year.
Okay.
I think it was one or two of them for sure. It was one of them for sure. I think it was two though.
that's great.
Yeah, that was a start.
That's a start. You know, yeah, that's what I look at. It don't take a whole club to come to show up. We just looking for some support. We looking for some fellowship. We looking for something more than the city of Detroit pulling up everywhere and nobody's coming to the city of Detroit. I mean, me personally, I think we got a dope city and we represent it very well. And we looking for them people to come up there so we can show them what we do around here.
Right.
That's you know, that's all we want. And I think that right now we have the proper platform to speak on it. Because we can whisper behind closed doors and nobody hear it. This goes out there. This goes out in the world. This goes out there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Something got to give, man. That's all I'm saying. Something has to give. I'm trying to read all these different comments. Sometimes they don't come through as people send them. So bear with me on that. For them people to come with there so we can show them. Shucks. Okay, let me cut that down. Yeah.
Anyway, so this past weekend, I did make it to Ladies of the City, right?
All right. They had a nice party.
They had a nice party.
I
seen some out of towners up in there though.
It was.
I did.
It was some guys that came from St. Louis on bikes, 2 of them. And they won the farthest distance traveled. I presented them with their award at the party. And one of the guys had a tire issue. Mm-hmm. And they left their bike over at my car wash.
Right.
You know, Soul Bro called me. And that's what bikers do. Make sure, you know, everybody's straight. You know,
for sure.
He ain't nowhere from around here. Let's make sure, you know, he good. He went out and got a rental car. Him and his girl, wife, or whatever. And came, left the bike. They coming back this weekend to pick it up. But then you had Chosen Breed.
I seen them. Shout out
from Chicago.
Breed. Shout out to Chosen Breed. I seen them out there. My man out there.
They came. My for guy sure. Easy. He called me. I knew he was coming.
Right.
But on the way here, he had bike issues.
Yeah, he had an issue. Yeah.
He had bike issues. Keith went to go pick him up. Got him to Low Shop. Got his bike together the next day. I picked him up from the hotel, took him to the party, made sure he was straight, and watched him leave out Sunday morning.
For sure.
You know, and that's the love, the support, you know, to make sure everybody is good, safe.
Yes.
They got, you know, they don't have to feel like they're in harm's way. We're going to put them in the right direction of who can do what, man. And it was a couple other clubs. I can't remember their names. It was some females. They had some yellow. Their colors was yellow, yellow vests. And it was some other clubs that had came out, but for the Ladies of the City to have, as they said, 5.5 members, they had a pretty decent party.
Yeah. Shout out to Ladies of the City.
They had a pretty decent party over there, man. And you know the funny thing about this is, and I'm glad it worked out the way it did, you know, hosting. Yo, you gotta have that kind of energy.
Yeah.
You gotta have that DJ energy, man. And it's like, man, you know, trying to transition. This is easy.
Right.
Because I'm talking.
But
being that hype guy.
Right.
I ain't that great at being being that hype guy, man. But it's a work in progress. You know, talking, that's not a problem, but yelling and screaming and being the hype, and that's what a host do. You know, amp up and yell and do all that kind of stuff, man. I just take notes. You know, I take notes, man. I'm gonna be working on that. You know, yeah, DJ Springer and DJ Boogie was there. DJ Springer, he did very well on that microphone. So he kind of helped buy me a lot of time until it was time to do the awards thing, man. Because, you know, you got to get that rhythm. Walking through there, talking to people, you know, I still got that little edge where it's like, I don't want to bother. I ain't about to go over there, the microphone, put them on the spot. But, you know, it's a learning curve, you know. But, yeah, overall, they had a great party, and they had support and people that came to them. So I wanted to speak on that. Who else had some parties that was going on? Can't think of them off the top of my head, at least parties that I was at. We did the last Lavish bike night over at the dealership. You know, so thanks to everybody that came out, because this all happened in September.
Right, September.
You know, September. Yep. And appreciate everybody that came out, everybody that do come out and support what I do. I always tell people I can't do what I'm doing without you, the people, you know. Anybody can go out here and say that they don't need X, Y, Z, but I wouldn't be who I am. I wouldn't be where I'm at. I wouldn't have the crowd that I have without you, the people who come out and support. And all I do is try to keep a clean, cool, calm environment so that everybody can enjoy themselves. So I appreciate everybody that came out to Arsenal, Harley Davidson. We're going to continue to do it. Then we did a bike night last Wednesday, even though it was supposed to be the last bike night at the dealership. But when the weather is nice, man, you got to go. You got to go with the flow. And that bike night actually came because of Big C.
Right.
I wasn't even trying to do a bike night. Tuesday, man, do the bike night. I really wanted to ride my bike.
Right.
See, a lot of times they don't understand when I do the bike night, I'm stuck. I got to make sure everything is running all right. I got to make sure there's no problems, there's no issues, nobody's stealing from the car wash, nobody's breaking nothing, there's no altercations. I got to make sure the police are not harassing nobody. So I never really enjoy the bike nights at my place the same way as the people that come to enjoy bike night.
Exactly.
So I did it because, again, Big C brung it up, and then a lot of people kept saying and asked it, and I just wanted to please the people. I want to make sure that they are having a great time, so I open my doors so that people can have a cool, comfortable, safe place to fellowship. And again, the weather was just too nice not to do it.
Right.
It was too nice. It was a nice day, and we needed something to do. So thank everybody that came out and participated at the Lavish Bike Night last Wednesday. And as you see, the weather's definitely changing day by day. So we don't know when the next nice day may be. So
if we get one.
Yeah, if we get one. You know, who knows? It might be windy for the rest of the year. Then we might get that Halloween day where it's 75 degrees outside, 80 degrees. So I just want to thank everybody for that, man, and, you know, for everything that I'm doing. Pedro, what you got, man?
Well, this weekend?
No, just in general. What you got on the flow?
Oh, man. So, this weekend, October 15th, Motor City Harley Davidson, right? Detroit Hardy boys and girls and Detroit Kings and Queens of Hardy. You know, we got a swap meet out there.
A swap meet at the dealership. Okay, yes. Let's hear about this.
The swap meet at the dealership at Motor City Harley Davidson. So listen, there's still tables available for rental. So you can come out there. You got old parts, new parts, anything like that. Rims, it don't matter. You can sell them right there at the swap meet at Motor City Harley Davidson. So we got that. That's going on this Saturday at Motor City Harley Davidson.
What time?
From morning to close, open to close.
Okay.
Then guess what?
What we got?
Right at the Palace that night, right? You know, Wilder fight that night. You like fights?
Yeah, I'm into boxing.
Hey man, at the
boxing
Palace,
and baseball.
Listen, at the Palace that night after that, we got fight night at the Palace. You know, it's free cover at the Palace all the time. Anytime you come to the Palace, it's free cover. Just walk in. We had a fight. We're gonna do the fight night. Any fight night, know that the Palace is open for fight night. Any fight night that is a fight, we open for that. So that's going on Saturday too.
Okay. What how much is the rent a table? Is it free?
The rent a table at the dealership is $40.
Okay.
For a table. You gotta bring your own table though.
Okay.
But you can bring whatever you want to bring. Bring it, all the rims you got in your garage. Bring it all. The old leathers you don't want no more. Somebody might want them. Somebody might, remember another man's garbage is always another man's treasure, though.
One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So especially them guys that got them big wheels, y'all took all them parts off them bikes. You can get that off right up there.
All right, swap me. So this probably is the first one.
Yeah.
Or
it's gonna be nice.
Okay.
It's gonna be pretty nice.
Okay.
That's this Saturday. Then of course, later on in the end of the month, on 22nd, we got that costume party at the Palace. That's gonna be real nice. It's gonna be really nice. So.
Costume party. Okay. Any contest? Is it a contest? What kind of contest is
it?
The
baddest bitch contest. Nah, I wish. Hey, listen, the best costume contest.
Best costume.
We got some paper for you.
Okay.
We got some papers for you. It's gonna be nice. We try to, in the Palace, whenever you come to the Palace, man, we try to make it like your home. I don't care if it's your first time ever coming to the Palace. That's just how we conduct ourselves over here. We try to make it like it's your home. You're gonna be comfortable. You're gonna be safe. And it's gonna be a nice atmosphere. It's always a nice atmosphere. It ain't none of that rah-rah or people with attitudes, not speaking and all that shit. Like we don't conduct ourselves like that, man. Over here, man.
Good vibes. Good vibes.
Good vibes only, man.
Okay.
No all negative energy, man.
No.
Leave that negative energy outside. Leave that negative energy outside. No negative energy in here, though, man.
Yeah, that's cool. That's what we got. I don't have anything really coming up that I can really speak on that's coming up, bike related, motorcycle related. That's really going on. Yeah. Anybody in the comments got anything they want to share? I mean, we got a lot of people talking about or spoke on, the out of town support.
Well, let's get on that. I want to know what they think about that though. As far as that.
Yeah, I mean, we got.
I would like to hear that.
Psycho Dan, I've been out here for a very long time and going to their events for years, and they don't show up in numbers. They don't show up in numbers. There it is, right there on the screen. Yeah. That's what she said. Let me see. We support and we really appreciate you guys' support. St. Louis, Chicago, and Cleveland was in the house. Okay. All right. Just going down through some of these comments I ain't read. Ty said, times are changing, baby steps. Yeah, they ain't baby steps when it comes down to your pocket. They ain't taking no baby steps when it comes time to spend to go out of town. You know, and we going out of there. We going down there, man. I really wanted to get someone on the phone. I just feel like, me personally, if I talk about it, I should be able to talk about it to them as well. One time,
so you won't be.
So it's it's like, never no hearsay. Is you heard it from me.
Right.
I said it. Yes, I said it. You doggone right. I said it. This is how I feel. Doesn't mean that we don't rock together, because we can agree to disagree all the time.
All the time.
This is just how I feel, and I feel that way. So I was really kind of hanging on, hoping I was going to get a call back, because normally when we go on the podcast, someone chimes in. So I was just really hoping I can do that so we can really just talk about it. But it's not really looking like it's happening the day that you expect that to happen. Let me see here. Let me get me call Moses. Yo, what's up, man? You busy? All right, good, man. Hold on. We about to plug you in. I got to plug you in. Hold on, man. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You there, man? Listen, man.
What up, Moses?
What's up, man?
What's up, man? What's up, Doc?
What's up, man? We backlogged on our podcast. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, we backlogged, man. We just not getting the chance to recap the month of September.
Okay.
We had to talk about you, brother. we had to talk about you, man. And we have to. Like, I don't want to address it, you know, because I want to put it out there by saying, you know, we all good. We all good. No beef. We just speaking on stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
On my partner now.
Yeah, we talking, and the reason I'm saying it like that is that people, when they listen to us,
Right.
some people can see how communication goes.
Right.
That we can speak on things we don't agree on, things
Absolutely.
we might not see eye to eye on,
Absolutely.
and it's no confrontation, it's no beef.
No whatsoever.
Where a lot of times you can't say something to a person because now it's a problem.
Right.
When we should be free. But I'm gonna get right to the point. Pound for pound, Kingz of Harley, Boogie Down, we didn't see you in Detroit.
Well,
We didn't see pound for pound in Detroit.
no, you didn't.
No
you
colors.
didn't. No, you didn't. And there's no excuse, but it was a situation came up within the club that we had to see. I reached out to Pedro.
Yeah, you did.
And
The good guy.
the good guy. Good guy, bad guy. No, both you guys, good guy. And I informed him early in the week of the situation, just like we had a few things planned for this weekend, but we got to bury a club brother of mine's father. So that within itself, because we got to support our, brothers. So
True.
and that's what really went on, man. We deal with a situation within the club, man. And but hey, I take it on the chin, but we're gonna make it up. We're gonna make it right.
So this what we want. This what we talking about, and I'm not gonna say we speaking
Okay.
on just
Shoot it.
your club. We speaking on clubs in general, and
Okay, shoot it.
I mentioned your club because Detroit was really
Waiting on y'all.
expected to see pound for pound.
They was.
And
They was.
I mean, we talked about it. We podcast about it.
Hey, bro.
They heard it.
We did.
And when they came that night, the anniversary party, and when I say we, me and Pedro, two different clubs, they asked between him and me,
as they should.
where are they at?
Hey, it was like Michael Jackson didn't show up. To
I
the
thought
concert.
they were
I was like,
coming.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Hey, dog.
Man.
Hey,
It's
listen.
gonna be a rain check, man.
So and I'm saying that because when they ask, you have people that speak, and I'm not
Right.
I don't want you to feel as if I'm targeting your club.
No,
or
it's
you.
all good, man.
I'm only
It's all
speaking
good, bro.
because I'm on the phone with you. And we rock
Right.
like that, so I should be able to be free
Absolutely.
to, talk like that with
Absolutely.
you. So it's definitely no, I'm picking at you type of thing.
No, man.
But you have people that told us, I'm not expecting them. They not gonna come.
Wow.
They say that all the time. And I don't want to say it was just Detroit, or should I say Michigan, because we talk about it live on the World Wide Web every week, and people listen. They say they not coming. Me and Pedro argued and told these people, man, you just don't know, man. They might not came for y'all,
Right.
but we got them coming, man. You heard them say it. They vouched. They coming. I done sent them the information. They are going to be here.
Right.
How can we change that narrative? Because
Easy.
we
It's
don't need
simple.
1 million pound for pounds here, but
Yeah, right. It's simple. We're gonna make it right. And let me just say this before, not cutting you off. Let me just share this. It's some changes is transpiring as we speak with the club, and it's changes being made for the better, and you ain't gonna probably hear that narrative anymore. It's gonna get fixed, and that's coming from me, Black Moses. That's coming from me, bro, and that's my word.
now what are you? Because I'm not going to spend the whole hour or the whole time just picking on pound for pound, because it's not just pound for pound. But when I speak on Detroit, and I want to say me and Pedro, because we got this platform that we got to be the representation of Detroit, because people tune into us.
Absolutely.
So we have
Absolutely.
to speak. But when Detroit, it doesn't matter if we come to Memphis, to Atlanta, to Florida. When we come, we do not come as a club.
No, y'all come as a city.
We come as a city.
Yeah,
Everywhere
absolutely.
we go, it can be 6, 7 different clubs, but we come as a city.
Full
we can,
force.
Full force. We can come with 2 different clubs that don't even barely talk, but when we out of town, we done fellowship, learn something about
It's the
this
Motor
person.
City. Y'all rocking.
We are, but we rocking so hard, but we are not getting the same response on the flip side. We're not getting that same support.
Well, like I say, there will be changes, and that's not going to be the word that's coming behind my club. Oh, they say it all the time. They not going to come.
Because I'm
it's
sure
not
you
gonna be
heard
like
it before. I'm sure Detroit ain't the first place.
Absolutely.
Okay, just because I just want to say that, so it's not as if we are whining, we're crying,
no,
we're just
no.
speaking facts.
For real. For real. And that's just what it is. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think about you being in Memphis? Anything outside of Memphis, Tennessee, you would consider out of town support? Do you feel that, excluding your club, Memphis get out of town support from other clubs throughout the country?
Somewhat, yeah. Somewhat, yeah.
Okay. Because I mean, maybe it's a science, it's some type of recipe. Because my recipe over here is trying to figure out, well, my science is trying to figure out what is it that we need to do to make our city desirable for the country to want to come year after year as we go to other cities for their parties.
Well, probably, my opinion probably has to do with the north, south, Midwest, like the months. You know what I'm saying? Like when y'all main clubs probably be popping up there, it'd be close to the winter time. You know what I'm saying? If this kind of make any sense. And like the summer months, everybody clubs that I've, have went to their annual anniversaries, it'd be like when the year first jump off, when spring first start hitting, that's when we're like, as a club, we'll put on our calendar, like, we'll reach out with the president at times, whoever in the office, they'll reach out with the other club presidents and see. Prime example, like Next Level. We reached out to Juice, their national, and said, hey, man, we're going to make one of y'all parties mandatory. Which one of y'all chapters that y'all really want to push for us to, to come mandatory? And they said the Chicago anniversary. You see what I'm saying? So that's why we made that mandatory, and we had like maybe 50-some, 60, right at 60 brothers there. We got, most on iron, on ground. And, like, that has a lot to do with it. But to get back to y'all, the Kingz and Queenz and Boogie Down and your folks, Lavish, y'all, it's being talked about. And we know we dropped the ball on it this year, but hey, like I say, something happened with Dan. I don't want to go in detail on it.
No, you ain't got to go into in-house.
But we dropped the ball on that this year, but I know for a fact we're not gonna have that problem going into the MC year of 23. Nah.
Now you do got on the calendar, I hope, the Lavish Day weekend, Labor Day weekend, September.
When we get ready to put our calendar together, the first part of the year, I will be reaching out to you and Pedro to get y'all exact dates, so we already had it planned out ahead of time, so it won't be close to a last minute decision as a club, because once it's on our calendar that we coming up there, hey, if it's going to be twice next year, it's going to be twice. We're going to be pushing that, hey, man, don't forget, man, we got Detroit coming up in August, or we got Detroit coming up whenever your Lavish Bike Night and March. You know what I'm saying? We'll be pushing on that. We'll be harping on that. So therefore, that's how we'll roll.
Okay. All right. We gonna hold you to it, because I know we won't hold you to it, man.
No, hold my feet to the fire. Hold my feet to the fire. And listen, when we do show, you got to put me on the podcast up there so I can know.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Backyard. I know the words y'all had on the last year.
We want to get you here. We want to show you the Motor City, man.
Absolutely.
Hey, listen, we want to let people know y'all really do exist. Y'all ain't just a myth.
That's right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes,
yeah, man. Well, that was it, man. I tried to call Wild Child. He'll text you. He'll Facebook you. But he won't answer that phone.
Hey, man, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Hey, man, he do good if you did get him.
Yeah, I know it.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, no, man, it's all good, man. I just gotta use this, man, good or bad, man. When we speak on stuff, man, it's
That's
like
right.
we gotta give people an explanation, but at the same time, we gotta let the other side speak as well, just so it can be fair.
Right.
So it's not one-sided, where it's not, hey,
That's right.
Lavish
That's right.
said all this, but never heard anything from the other side. So we don't be one-sided. We just like to hear it out. But again, like I say, man,
Transparency.
correct. Detroit, we did have people that was, expecting to see pound for pound.
Man, don't worry, man. Like I said, man, we're gonna right the ship, and like I said, man, something transpired, but hey, it is what it is, man. We're gonna make it right. We're gonna right the ship. That's my word.
All right, man. Moses for president.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I wouldn't want to be a president for nothing in the world. That's a lot. Hey, that's a lot of responsibility, man. A lot of personalities to deal with.
Man, tell me about it.
Yeah, man. So we'll get back with you, man. We podcasting live. We live up here, man. You can check us out if you ain't doing nothing. What's happening?
Hey, man, Motor City. We will be there. We will be there.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I heard that before, man.
You don't know, man. Yeah, you gonna know. You gonna know.
Hey, Pedro, we heard Motor City. We gonna be there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
I wasn't there.
We there. We ain't got no choice but to be there next year.
Hey,
man.
we gonna keep applying pressure on the Detroit here, man. So
as you should.
we gonna put it there where you can't even do. We gotta go to Detroit because this Lavish, every time he get on the podcast, he keep calling us out, man.
He pushing me in a corner, man. I gotta get this dude up off me. Absolutely.
All right, man. You have a good one, man.
Hey, man, yeah, bro. I catch y'all later, man. I appreciate the call,
okay,
y'all.
Bro.
Anytime, man.
Okay,
Anytime.
bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One.
Yeah, all right. So, we got Black Moses on there, man, representing pound for pound. Like I say, man, that's my opinion, how I feel. He had a chance to speak, and that's how we playing it over here, man. Let a person be heard, and y'all take it, and y'all run with it the way that you want to perceive, whatever a person says or whatnot. Yeah, that's what I got. I got a text coming through here. So here, let me see here. Oh, plug, you can hear. Scott, what's happening? Chris, what's happening? Kane, I'm gonna go here because we got some people that's in here, man. That's been commenting, man. Terry Hampton, what's happening? Ty, we got you. Dyson, Soul Bro,
what's up?
Yeah, Keisha, what's happening? Roslyn, my guy Kevin on here. Psycho Dan on here. Elena on here. I hope did I say her name right this time? Quiet Storm. That's almost say it like that. Let me just say it like that because I'm always screwing it up. Ken, what up? What up? What up? Jay Boogie. We got Chemo chiming in from YouTube. Yeah, Sunshine Rogers. What's up? I don't know if you're still on here. If you just
Rogers.
checked in for a minute,
What's
but
up?
Sunshine, what's happening? Yeah. We got V in here. She chimed in. Katrina Scott, Dunn Mitchell, man. What's happening? We acknowledging you. We see you. We got C-Note chiming in.
C-Note.
And I didn't say her name right again. Hey, I want to get your name right. I want to just stick to Quiet Storm. I want to get it right. I just go off of what I read on here, man. Let me see, man. We got Kane, man. He want me to call him. Let me see what Kane
what's up, dog?
wants me to call. And what do you want to say? Let me get him up on here on this line real quick. we can dial you right through. We can get right on through. You know,
My dog.
Kane, what's up, man? Kane, what's up, man? We live on the podcast, man. What you got to talk about, man? Let's hear, man. What's happening?
Oh man.
Go ahead, cut your music down in the background. We getting feedback.
Okay. Hold on 1 second, bro. You know, hey man, we need to start. What I really want to talk about. Okay, is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, dig, man. What I really want to talk about, bro, is, man, we got to bring something. We got to bring old school to new biking back to our city, where it's fun at. You know what I mean? Because for real, all this extra beefing about nothing, for what? For real, if motherfuckers did what they supposed to do in this biker game, that's mind their motherfucking business, goddamn, we'll have a good goddamn time everywhere we go. You know what I mean? Because, hey, dig, man, you know what I mean? We got some real live bike nights that's popping up in the city. And, hey, it's cool.
All right. We got some bike nights popping up in the city.
Yeah, and, man, they real live, like the boys over there on Finkel, like Ed and them, big fellas, and what's my guy named Rocky Moore?
Yeah.
Hey man, they got some real live bike nights popping up, and man, they beautiful, man. And man, the boys are investing. They're investing. You know what I mean? They bringing out good food, good vendors. I mean, man, hey, it's a good vibe. And look here, dog. There ain't no reason why these old school bike clubs in the city beefing about nothing.
Well, I don't know too much about the beef part, man. I try to really, you know, because of the platform, man, and how far it goes, I really personally try not to really talk about too much of that kind of stuff, man, because I don't want other people to feel like it's a big issue in our city. So it's kind of like I try to, me personally, I don't want to be a part of the problem by feeling like we exposing our dirty laundry to other areas on social media. I personally feel like, you know, anything that goes on in our city is going to be momentary, but when we put it out there and speak on it publicly, it's not going to go away as quick as the actual problem may go away when it's on here, which might deter people from wanting to visit and or, you know, speak on things that they know nothing about because they see what we are doing in our city versus what they're not doing in their city. That's what I'm gonna say as far as that.
Okay, now look here. Check this out. I've seen this firsthand. You know what I mean? Hey, a couple of these cats in the city, man, they can go out of town and you know what I mean, collaborate and vibe and all that out of town. But then, we got to do the same thing in town to bring the fun back to our city so people will want to come to our city. You feel on that?
I mean, yeah, you know, when I'm out of town, we out of town. Detroit is out of town. So whatever they see out of town, if it's internal Detroit problems, they not seeing that. So whatever internal things that go on in the city is not their concern. That's just my personal feeling about it. As long as they having a great time and as long as they seeing us fellowshipping, it's just like family members at a family reunion. We might not even associate with each other, but we all at this family reunion, and the presentation is we family.
Okay.
And whatever our problems might be, is our family problems.
Yeah, I dig that.
So I mean, that's just how I am going to label it and let it be, because I don't want people looking at my city as a joke when it comes down to the set.
Okay,
I don't
and
want
they
people
are.
to speak on XYZ and they don't know anything about it, but they seeing or hearing things. I don't want to be the person. I can't stop anybody else from doing whatever they do. I just won't use the platform to speak negativity in-house within the city that I'm from.
Well, dig, man, it's too late for that. You and Pedro are the platform.
Exactly. So I'm not going to speak on it because people, they watch it. So I won't use the platform to speak negative amongst my city.
Okay, we ain't gonna never speak negative amongst our city, but we're gonna speak about, you know what I mean, unity, camaraderie. Hey, dig, let's support each other, man. You know what I mean? For real, for real. Because that's the only way you're gonna bring the fun back to the city with this biking game. You know what I mean? It's I'm talking about from east to west, man. We having a ball, but
Yeah, we
they
having
don't see
some
that.
fun. We having some fun now.
East
So
to
we
west,
definitely having some fun.
boy, we having a ball. Boy,
Yeah.
yeah, man. You know what I mean? You know, AD just a camaraderie. You know what I mean? Hey, man, you hear a guy having a bike night, man? AD, let's beat it down. Like Rocky Moore, man. Let's smash it. Like big fellas over on finger. Let's smash it. You know what I mean? Like the Harley boys, let's smash it. You know what I mean? That's what's gonna bring the fun back. And then, man, you know what I mean? We take one big thing and just blow it up. What you think on that, King Pete? Come on now, give it to me.
Well, hey, I'm gonna tell you something. Me personally, I don't go do nothing that ain't fun.
Right,
So,
right, all day.
If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. If it ain't fun, I don't even fuck with it for real. You know what I'm saying. So basically, this summer, actually in the city, I had a lot of fun on the bike set this year. A lot of fun, a lot of places,
Right.
a lot of sets, a lot of. I didn't. And to be honest, I didn't get an even chance to see really too much negative energy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, you know,
And not
AD,
that I tried to duck it or nothing like that. It's just, I guess, where the vibes where I was actually in, it just was vibing. You know what I'm saying? So
okay, what I'm gonna say is,
because eventually that bullshit gonna fall off anyway. Because don't nobody
Okay,
want to
D.
be. Because don't nobody want to be bothered with it for real.
okay,
Yeah,
dude,
because I'm going the other way, man.
Nobody don't really want to
I'm
be bothered
going
with
the
it.
other way.
So it's like
let me put it out
So
to you
it's
like
like-
this.
it can present itself, but at the end of the day, don't nobody want to be bothered with bullshit no way. So it just, I think a lot of people be giving it too much energy.
Okay, all right. Well, like I said, let me put it to you like this. It's the older clubs. It ain't the new school clubs, bro. It's the
Right.
older clubs with all the extra bullshit.
Well, see,
You know what I
this, and from my point of view, I always thought like this. I always thought like the older clubs, for me, I would think that this is why some of the stuff is kind of out of control, because it's not like it's out of control like that to that point, but a lot of the newer clubs was supposed to be educated from them.
Right, but see, the older clubs, they got away from, you know what I mean, showing the newer clubs, look here, dog, this the unity we got, this the brotherhood we got, and we gonna keep it rocking like that. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna speak to the older clubs, because they did, you know what I mean? Like I say, dog, I got 39, 40 years in the game, still standing, still rocking.
Right.
And you know, AD, it's the older clubs, bro, that we gotta come out and start vibing with the newer clubs and bring everything up top.
Right.
That's where I'm at with it. And AD, you, King P, and Lavish, boy, you're the platform. So dig, man, you know what I mean? Just every now and then throw out unity, throw out positive. Hey man, throw out, man, AD, dog. We want to see everybody over at this surf bike night. Or you know, y'all guys move around to these clubs. Hey man, we want to see everybody at this club anniversary. You know what I mean? Because that's what's gonna bring it back.
I mean, it take more than just pulling up at bike nights, man. It
Right,
take more
right.
than that. I mean,
For
'cause
sure.
bike nights is not just the do all of biking, man. You know, bike nights is just where we go to chill and relax, no different than the Strip, man. Before, when we had Jefferson, when we had Belle Isle in the park, we wasn't thinking about a bike night. You know, the bike night only came as a replacement for that. I mean, you still got to go out here and support these clubs. When we go to a bike night, the bike night consists of people from various different clubs, but they still would like to see you at their club.
Yeah, true that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not just the focus is the bike nights, man. The bike nights is just the replacement of a Strip, so we can hang out without all the politics of the bike world. And then when you talk about bringing the young in with the old and all of that stuff, you got to keep in mind a lot of things has changed in some of these older club members. They have not changed. And these younger guys, man, they not going for all that kind of stuff. Our lifestyles are different from the old heads. Our finances are different from the old heads. So it's a combination of both. It's kind of like once you go, if you get, for the people that been locked up, and I'm using this analogy, it's probably a better one that I can use. But when you work in that block, and that block is yours and you running that hood, when you go away or when times change, it's somebody else that comes and work that block. And they work that block better than you.
Okay.
Times can change and they adapted. So you got to readapt. It's almost, listen, you can't come back over here running the block. A lot of stuff can change. You've been gone for 10 years. Cool. This guy been working this block 10 years. So you got these old heads that been out here. But they not out here in these streets like these younger guys. And it go deeper than the club because it's much more independent riders out here that's not in the club. So the dynamic is not just the club. It's a combination of just current day biking, but that's just my opinion.
And see,
check this out.
Another thing too, Kane, if you notice, every year this year probably alone is probably the most bikes you done seen versus back then. So you got a lot of guys, man, that first of all don't even want to be involved in a bike club, bike set, atmosphere, period. So with that growing, you know what I mean? It's like a lot of these young guys, man, ain't trying to hear none of that shit anyway. From these older bike clubs, for real, to be honest.
Okay,
you know
now
what I
check
mean?
this out. You know how you hear the buzz, the big buzz about pound for pound. It's niggas that ain't never known nothing about a bike. They know about this goddamn pound for pound thing. And you know what I mean?
Right.
Shit, AD. Now here it is. Y'all wondering why we trying to get other clubs out of other cities up here. What kind of buzz do we have? What kind of buzz are they talking about down there? Oh, man, they slapping up there.
Let me tell you where check this out, Kane. So what it is this. I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's like whether we want to accept that or not, accept this or not. What I'm finna say is this: for the longest, just from me on the outside looking in, for the longest, these other clubs, a lot of older clubs, not every club. This ain't for every club, but a lot of older clubs, they get older. They don't really want to ride no more because they older. They sit around the club. The clubhouse, and that basically be it. So if they're not moving around to these other cities, because they don't do it no more, because they older. So now, but they didn't pass the baton before they decided to sit down. So a lot of these places and stuff out of town, it's not like it used to be back then when other towns was coming, other older clubs was coming in this town like that.
Okay, so now here it is.
So it's a whole new set, a whole new school that haven't been schooled about how to do that. So now it's like it's on us now.
Right.
To do it. So here we go. So it's on us now, right? So this thing, you can't build this shit overnight.
No.
This shit don't come overnight. You know what I'm saying? This shit take a lot of hard work, a lot of politics, a lot of politicking, a lot of, you know what I'm saying? You got to visit these people, man. Because a lot of times people go out of town, even to this day still. A lot of these people, the younger set I'm talking about, they go out of town and just be around who they with instead of getting off their bike, politicking with other people from other cities. and
Well, you know,
getting to know
hey,
these people and stuff like that, building relationships, building bonds with people to develop that type of relationship where they want to come see you.
Well, I can dig that. You know what I mean? That's, you know what I mean?
So
That on the older school, that's their problem. You know what I mean? But they got to fall in with the new school shit. This new school shit is what's happening. For real, for real.
yeah, so
You know what I mean? King P and Lavish, boy, y'all some talking motherfuckers. I love y'all to death because y'all some talking motherfuckers for real. You know what I mean? And boy, y'all networking hard. And that's how it's supposed to go. But hey, it's this new school shit that's what's going to make our city back fun.
All right, Kane. Well, that's cool. We gonna go ahead and get you off the line.
All right, then. In a minute.
And thanks for
hey,
calling.
man, thanks for that ride too, bro. You know
Right
what I'm
on,
talking
man.
about.
Come
You
on.
know what I'm talking
Come
about.
on. Come on, baby. You know how we get down.
Hey, I was on that man machine. You know, I don't get on nobody's bike, man. Hey,
You rode that bike?
Hey, man.
I ain't rode it yet.
The car, man. Man, shit.
Yeah. All right, Kane,
All
man.
right.
We
Yeah.
about to go ahead and let you get off this line, man. We about to,
Amen.
get back into it. All right.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
Yeah. All right, cool. I got that. I was just returning the text. All right, so listen up. I don't know if anybody got anything else out there they want to say while we live on the air, but if we don't, we're going to go ahead and end this podcast and hope that everybody have a great, safe, cool, relaxed, positive week.
And don't forget, October 15th, man. Motor City Harley Davidson. Come on, tell
They
man.
going to the swap meet,
come to the
man.
swap meet, dog. Come to the swap meet. When you leave the swap meet that night, we got fight night at the clubhouse, at the Palace. And you know we're going to roll the red carpet out there for you for sure. And don't forget, costume party, 22nd October.
All right, y'all got that costume party. You said the 22nd of October. King's of Harley.
Yes, indeed.
Over here on Gratiot.
On grass shit.
We're gonna talk about that. And we gonna read well, we got so I wasn't really gonna say it because I some things just don't need to be addressed a certain way.
Exactly.
But in the comments, we lost one of the bikers.
Exactly.
And the reason it wasn't mentioned is because
They don't get that.
It's like sometimes you just wait a little bit, because everybody
It's
process certain things a
Differently.
little different when it comes to it's
The way.
out there, but it's different for us
exactly.
when we put certain things out there. However, it's not noticed.
Right.
We just chose to speak on it at a later date versus right now. The city knows, about, what's going on, the individual that
Right.
we lost. It is not that we not acknowledging it
Right. But
or speaking
due
on
to the
it.
circumstance.
It's just that we are going to just do it at a different time. That's it. That's just that. So that's why if somebody was probably wondering,
Yeah, I get
and then
texts
with the
like,
comment
what about
is
that?
not that we're ignoring it. It's not that we don't care. It's just not the appropriate time, right now that we feel. But it's gonna be spoke on. Definitely, because you can't hide it.
Right.
Yeah, so
A lot of
that's
people
just
wonder what's
that.
going on, what ain't going on, this, that, and the third, but it's just not right now.
Right. So that's just why that hasn't really, been, spoke on. Yep. But Myron, what's happening, man? We see you chiming in. Tish, what's happening? We see you.
What's up?
Okay, we got Lady Trendsetters, Cleveland, Ohio. They got something
Cleveland in
going
the building.
on.
What's up?
March 17th to the 18th of 23. Lady Trendsetters. Yep. So, yep. All right, we gonna go ahead and end this podcast, and we will tune in with y'all next week, Wednesday. So make sure y'all be here to watch us 8:00 next week. All right. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay.
King's up, y'all. We love y'all. Thanks for the support.
You've been listening to the Lavish Biker Podcast with your hosts, Lavish T. Williams and Pedro, the dopest podcast in the nation. We want to thank you for hanging out with us, and make sure to add, like, follow, and subscribe at Lavish T. Williams on all social and streaming platforms. We'll see you next time on the Lavish Biker Podcast.